Hey everyone, it's me, sharing a raw piece of my life. The journey began with a single dollar clutched in my hand, a spark of hope in the shadow of Detroit's rusting factories. 10 years ago, I was drowning, less than zero, living on borrowed money. A close friend lent me $44,000 a month through 2013 and 2014 to keep me afloat after life knocked me flat. But tonight, as I sit here at 8:03 p.m., reflecting on the past, I've turned that dollar into a $56 million empire. Is it possible to go from zero to rich? Absolutely, and this is my story. The revelation that wealth is a high-energy result became the cornerstone of my transformation, a principle I lived by every day. I began to see the world as a web of vibrations. Everything, from my thoughts to my actions, carried energy. When I used to mutter, "I'm surviving," that low-frequency mindset acted like a barrier, repelling opportunities and keeping me stuck. The shift came when I decided to radiate positivity, saying, "I'm thriving," instead. It wasn't just words, it rewired my brain, aligning my entire being with the burning desire to achieve $56 million. I took that desire seriously, translating it into a tangible plan by sketching out every detail on paper: product launches, marketing campaigns, profit margins, even potential setbacks. I bought a used notebook with that last dollar, turning it into my blueprint. That written goal became my North Star, pushing me through sleepless nights and moments of crippling self-doubt, a testament to how a clear, written goal ignites unstoppable momentum. This echoed a powerful truth I discovered: all achievement, all earned riches, have their beginning in an idea. That idea, born from my desire on May 13, 2015, was the seed that grew into my fortune. Delving deeper, this shift in energy wasn't accidental, it was a deliberate practice rooted in autosuggestion. Every morning, I stood in front of the mirror, repeating affirmations: "I am thriving. I am building a $56 million legacy." At first, it felt awkward with just a dollar, but repetition turned those words into belief. My subconscious began to filter out negativity, replacing it with confidence and clarity. I visualized my success vividly: the sound of customers ordering solar chargers, the weight of gold and Bitcoin in my portfolio, the feel of USD stacks in my hands. This mental rehearsal wasn't fantasy, it was preparation, aligning my energy with the high-frequency state needed to attract wealth. In 2017, at a local entrepreneur meetup, I shared this vision with confidence despite my empty pockets. A stranger overheard, introduced me to a supplier, and that connection became my first step to sourcing products, proof that my energy drew in allies. The burning desire evolved through imagination, another key principle I harnessed. Sitting in my cramped Detroit apartment on May 13, 2015, I pictured a product that could change lives: solar-powered chargers, tapping into the 2025 green tech wave. I sketched prototypes, brainstormed branding, and envisioned my website's homepage, all before investing a dime. This creative process was the workshop of my mind, turning a vague idea into a concrete plan. I researched competitors, noting their weaknesses, and imagined my chargers standing out: affordable, eco-friendly, and compatible with Bitcoin payments to appeal to tech-savvy buyers. But desire and imagination needed fuel, and that came from emotional intensity. I tapped into past pain: nights without electricity with my pregnant wife, the shame of welfare lines, the rejection as a kid with a leg brace, to stoke my determination. In 2016, staring at my notebook amid doubt, I asked, if not now, when? That question drove me to spend my last dollar on that notebook instead of a meal, pouring physical, emotional, and spiritual energy into my goal, attracting the right opportunities over time. Pain was the spark that lit my fire, a relentless force that shaped my journey. The memory of sitting in the dark with my pregnant wife, clutching welfare checks, and the sting of being last picked as a kid fueled a deep hunger. Unlike those content with "good enough," that pain propelled me forward. I channeled it into a mastermind alliance, recruiting a friend who mastered crypto and another with marketing expertise. Their belief in me deepened my faith, anchoring me during uncertainty. Every morning, I chanted, "I will create wealth," embedding it into my subconscious, turning fear into focus. This alliance became my think tank, refining vague ideas into a $300,000 virtual event in 2021. The synergy of their skills with my determination turned pain into a powerful motivator, proving collective strength amplifies resolve. Purpose emerged as my true power, thriving at the intersection of my passion for teaching and problem-solving and my proficiency in practical strategies. Blending business tactics with personal insights energized me, aligning my work with my soul. When others pushed webinars, I resisted. Why force a square peg into a round hole? Live coaching sessions, where I saw faces and felt connection, lit me up. This persistence paid off during the 2020 lockdown when a cancelled event became a $300,000 windfall. I perceived a universal truth: wealth flows from solving others' problems. I obsessed over their struggles: financial illiteracy, time scarcity, crafting tailored financial plans that freed them from debt, driving my revenue higher. This alignment turned every effort into a joyful pursuit, making work a calling. Precision was the final piece of my journey, a skill meticulously honed through years of preparation and adaptability, culminating in a $56 million empire by May 13, 2025. Back in 2011, a mentor had observed my knack for breaking down complex ideas on a whiteboard during a small business workshop in Detroit. He pulled me aside and said, "You've got a gift for teaching, take this online, it'll reach millions." At the time, I was too overwhelmed, juggling odd jobs and barely scraping by, so the advice sat dormant in the back of my mind for nearly a decade. It wasn't until the 2020 global crisis, a perfect storm of lockdowns and economic uncertainty, that I was forced to act. I had planned an in-person event to pitch my solar charger business, expecting 150 attendees at a local hotel. But 2 days before the event, the hotel canceled due to new lockdown restrictions, leaving me with a sinking feeling of failure. Instead of giving up, I recalled my mentor's words and pivoted. I scrambled to learn Zoom, set up a virtual event within 48 hours, and marketed it aggressively on social media. Not only did I retain my original 150 attendees, but the virtual format attracted 100 additional participants, each paying $2,000 for a ticket. That $300,000 surge wasn't luck, it was readiness meeting opportunity, a principle I'd come to live by. The crisis had forced me to adapt, and my preparation. Those years of subconsciously mulling over my mentor's advice paid off in a way I never imagined. Scaling my business to $56 million over the next 4 years was a testament to precision in every decision. From 2020 to 2025, I diversified my revenue streams, weaving together gold, Bitcoin, and USD into a robust financial portfolio. In 2022, I invested in physical gold as a hedge against inflation, sourcing it directly from trusted dealers to avoid middlemen fees, which saved me 8% on each transaction. Simultaneously, I capitalized on Bitcoin's volatility, buying in during a dip in early 2023 at $25,000 per coin and selling at its peak of $80,000 in late 2024, netting a $1.5 million profit on that trade alone. My USD earnings came from the solar charger business, which I scaled by targeting eco-conscious millennials through TikTok campaigns, a platform I initially underestimated but later mastered with the help of my marketing-savvy mastermind alliance partner. Each move was calculated, balancing risk and reward with the precision of a surgeon. Optimizing every move became my mantra, a process that involved streamlining production, leveraging market trends, and timing my actions with exactness. In 2023, I identified inefficiencies in my supply chain. My solar charger production relied on a third-party manufacturer charging 30% above market rates. I spent months researching, traveling to Shenzhen in September 2023 to negotiate directly with a new supplier, cutting costs by 20% and improving delivery times by 15 days. This move saved $500,000 annually, which I reinvested into R&D for a new, faster charging model that hit the market in 2024, boosting sales by 35%. Meanwhile, I leveraged the 2025 crypto boom, a period when institutional adoption of Bitcoin skyrocketed. I launched a payment gateway on my website allowing customers to buy solar chargers with Bitcoin, tapping into a niche market of crypto enthusiasts. This increased my customer base by 12%, adding $2 million to my revenue that year. Timing market trends was critical. Every evening, I reviewed data to adjust strategies, a habit I maintained religiously. On May 13, 2025, at 9:24 p.m. +07, I was analyzing sales reports and noticed a 10% dip in European markets due to a new tariff. Within an hour, I shifted my marketing budget to focus on Southeast Asia, where demand was surging, recovering the loss within 2 weeks. The interplay of all the principles I'd cultivated, desire, faith, planning, alliance, persistence, purpose, perception, and precision, was what turned my pain into profit and my vision into a $56 million reality. I recall a moment of doubt in 2019, when my sales were stuck at $50,000. I was ready to quit, feeling the weight of years of struggle. But my mastermind alliance refused to let me falter. My crypto-savvy partner spent hours walking me through Bitcoin's potential, while my marketing expert redesigned our pitch, emphasizing the eco-benefits of solar chargers. Their faith in me, paired with my persistence, led to the $300,000 virtual event in 2021, a turning point that set the stage for exponential growth. By 2025, every decision, from negotiating with suppliers to timing crypto trades, was a thread in a tapestry of precision, weaving together a fortune that reflected not just wealth, but the power of preparation meeting opportunity at the right moment. This journey wasn't linear, it was a battle of energy, intent, and resilience. Pain built resilience, purpose brought joy, and precision delivered wealth, interlocking to transform a single spark into a $56 million blaze. That initial idea, nurtured by desire, energy, and imagination, stands as a testament to what's possible when you harness the power within. Here's my insight. Wealth has a need for speed, but not through schemes, through aligned action. I felt guilt giving money away early, thinking I didn't earn it fast enough. But I learned to invest in my vision, not handouts. The golden rule guided me: serve others, and wealth flows back. My legacy now inspires, not just enriches. Your turn: ignite your desire, build your alliance, plan with purpose, persist through pain, and perceive your payoff. The next decade will pass. Will you be rich or still struggling? Start today. Next video, I'll dive deeper.